the lesson witches taught me about lasting weight loss. Ooh, it's gonna be a magical one. So there was a study done recently, and it took two separate groups of children. One group of children was told that they were smart their whole life, and the other group of children was told that they are hard workers their whole life. So one was like, gosh, you're so smart, and the other ones were like, you know what, you're such a hard worker. So two separate groups of people that were raised different, okay? Now they took these children, they put them in two different rooms, they gave them the same test. This test was at their grade level, okay? So if they were in grade 3, it was like grade 3 difficulty, okay? They took these tests. Now the kids that were told they were smart, they did better than the kids who were told that they were hard workers, okay? So they had higher grades than this group. Now, they wanted to test something else. So they gave the kids another test, but this test was above their grade level. So these kids were still separated. Now they're taking this new test that was way more hard, way more challenging, and it had stuff that they didn't even learn yet on it. So what they found after was crazy, and it blows my mind. It's like really exciting to share. So what they found was the kids that were told that they were smart, okay, they had a really hard time with this challenging test. They didn't know the answers. They left answers blank. A lot of them were kind of having little mini breakdowns and panic attacks. And they just, I mean, the grades weren't good. The grades were not good. They did far worse than the first time. But when you look at the kids who were told that they were hardworking, they not only tried, all their answers were filled out, they asked more questions to the teacher to try and figure out the answer, and they received overall better grades. But not only that, not only did they do better, they also had a higher overall enjoyment score, meaning they actually liked the process of being challenged with something hard. And so when I learned this, it became super clear as to what this means and how this impacts our weight loss journey. So in life, we are given labels. Labels we give ourselves, but mostly labels that were given to us by people like our parents, our boss, our coworkers, our peers. Labels that were given to us and we didn't even know that they were given to us. We just attached to. Whether consciously we know that we have them or subconsciously we don't know that they're there, but we act in accordance with them. And so all that these groups of kids did was act in accordance to the label they were given. If you tell a child that they are smart, they don't want to do something that makes them seem dumb. If you tell a child that they are hardworking, they want to prove that they are hardworking. And so how has this been showing up in your life? Have you been told that you are smart and therefore smart, whatever your bad label is, and therefore you aren't trying? Therefore you don't want to be judged. Therefore you're not taking risks or being bold. Or have you been told that you are a hard worker, aka you have some type of positive label where you want to keep living up to that, but living up to that label is helping you? You see, there's a bunch of labels that it is time to redo. A bunch to let go of. A bunch to say, no, that's not me anymore. You know, when I was growing up, I was always called the stoic. They called me the stoic because I had no emotion. I was a teenager and I was angsty and I'd always have my eyes half closed and a frown on my face. It's like that. Every family gathering, I was the stoic. And then as I grew up, I grew bubbly and I grew out of that and I did become out of my shell and more extroverted. But I'm still, when I go back to family gatherings, I'm still called the stoic, or they still refer to me during that time. That's not me anymore. But if I didn't know the difference, if I didn't stand my ground, if I didn't say, no, that's not me anymore, to them and to myself, then I would continue to act like that. I would continue to be held to that, glued to that, or trying to act in accordance to that somehow. You see, there's labels that have been holding you back, and there are labels that are directly sabotaging your weight loss. You see, it's called spelling for a reason. Words cast spells. And up until this point in your life, unfortunately, the spells that have been cast on you have not been your own. They've been cast by everybody else in your life that raised you and that you've been around. And so I used to say things like, I'm fat, I'm ugly, that dress looks horrible, your thighs are too jiggly, you know, that double chin, no one wants to look at your face with that double chin. What's the point? You're never going to lose weight. You can't be successful. Like, I used to talk down to myself. You know, and I used to say weight loss is so hard. It's so hard to not eat that donut. It's so hard to resist the Oreos. It's so hard to order the salad instead of the pizza. Like, everything was just so hard and I didn't understand how to do it. But because I said those things, because I said I'm ugly and I'm fat and it's hard, guess what? I was ugly, I was fat, and it was hard. I cast those spells on myself, and I lived up to those spells, and I lived up to those labels. And so now that you know that this is a thing, you can actively counteract the labels, let them go, and now you can cast your own spells, which is half the fun. You see, imagine that you were sitting in an airplane and the pilot gets over the PA system and says, guys, I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I'm going to get you there safely today, but let's give it a shot. Would you be confident? Would you want to stay on that plane? No. But that is how you have been speaking to yourself about this weight loss journey. That is the spells that you have been casting. So of course it's hard. You're unsure. Of course you don't know what to do. You don't believe it's going to work for you. You think there's this and this that will slow things down or not work. Of course, right? And so it's time to be a pilot that's confident, that has good labels, that has training and certifications and credentials, right? And for now, I'm that pilot for you, right? That's what's so awesome about the challenge and the private one-on-one coaching program. I'm the pilot. I'm jumping on and saying, this is where we're going. I know how to get there, trust me, because I've done it. Because I've taken the time to cast the right spells on myself and put up boundaries in my life where other people can't cast spells on me anymore. Other people can't judge me. Other people's opinions doesn't matter. Mine comes first. Mine comes first. If you do not take the time to cast your own spells, you will live under the judgment of everybody. You will always care about what other people think. Even if you know it's wrong, right? You're going to worry. You're not going to wear that thing because that person might not like it. You're going to not follow your meal plan because you might offend somebody, right? You're going to not order the healthier option at the restaurant because you don't want to make your friend feel bad because she's trying to lose weight, but she can't. You know, you're going to start living your life for everybody but yourself. It's not a very happy life. Not a very happy life. In fact, it's an empty life. You're never going to be fulfilled. You're never going to feel proud, and you'll never reach that dream body you're dreaming of. You have to cast your own spells or other people will continue to do it for you. And then you're living for others and not yourself. And that's a pretty empty existence. And I don't want that for you because that's what I had for the longest time. Worrying about everybody else, right? Making sure everybody else was comfortable. Everybody else was taken care of. When do you get to make time for yourself? So this is the fun part. And casting spells really was something important when we worked with Anna. I worked with Anna, another one-on-one client. When Anna came to us, she was kind of freaking out because she didn't have any clothes that fit her anymore. They were all too small. She put on so much weight. And she had a crazy life, okay? She had tons of kids. I think she had over 5 kids. She's working shift work. And when we started working together, she would always say, I'm so tired. Gosh, I'm so exhausted. I worked an extra long shift yesterday. I did a double yesterday. Oh, I'm so tired. Look at the bags under my eyes. I don't know how I'm going to work out tonight. I'll just drag my feet and get it done. She was always talking like she was like just exhausted, and that was life, right? And so one day I asked her, I was like, Anna, you know, I know you're tired. You got a busy life. Makes sense. Is that going to change anytime soon? Is your job going to change soon? No. Are you going to still have all your kids? Yeah. So if this fact isn't going to change, why don't we change how we talk about the fact? Why don't I saying, oh God, I'm tired? Why don't we say, you know what? I'm going to still get a workout in today because I'm a woman of my word. What if we just tweak how we talk and feel about the things that we can't change? Then they don't become things that stop us. Then they don't cast negative spells on us. Then becoming that tired person and acting like that tired person, we can break that spell. Just because you're tired doesn't mean you have to act tired. And then when you actively try not to act tired, even though you are tired, your body will actually start to not be tired. It's wild what physiology can do. It's like fake it till you make it, but on steroids. And so when you actually cast the right spells, they come true. But you have to remember to cast them and not cast the other ones, because it's half of the battle is stopping to cast the other ones, right? And that's what we really worked on with Anna, to stop saying, I'm tired. But when we said I'm tired, you said it like you're tired, right? I've never seen somebody with low confidence walk into a room and say, I've got no confidence, with their chest held high, right? They walk in, or they ask them, and their shoulders are slumped, and I'm like, God, I don't feel confident right now, right? But what if we just said it like this? What if you said, I'm not confident, but you said it like this? And then all of a sudden we started to feel confident, and then we changed the spell. Like your physiology can actually change the spell that you cast as well. So there's a lot of cool tips and tricks. Anna went on to lose 80 pounds, but most importantly, she got her life back. She got her energy back. She felt like she was 10 years younger because of how we started framing her spells. That is what I wish for you, right? And that is what's so cool about this challenge. What's so great about this challenge. It is giving you an opportunity to pick your labels now. Do you want to be called smart or do you want to be a hard worker? I choose hard worker 10 out of 10 times because of how that's going to make me act and how I'll show up every day in my journey. I will want to work hard. I won't want to seem like I know it all. And when I don't know it all, I'll get embarrassed and not try. Right? And so really use this. It is a game changer and you can do it today. Take a look, comment down below what spells either have you been casting or what new spells are you excited about casting? Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you got any value at all, I'd love it if you left a 5-star review to help more women find this podcast and get the support that they need. And if you're looking to speed up your weight loss and take your transformation to the next level, then head on over to Trimera.com. Trimmera.com. I'll catch you on the next episode and welcome to your Trim Era.